Today I'm going to show you how I got a very helpful rating on some of the reviews I have written at epinions. The first thing to remember that when you write a review on an epinions or on a product is the audience that's going to read your review which you have written. Most likely the audience that's going to read about your product or your review is people that are somewhat familiar with the product or that want to purchase the product. So, for example, if you're going to write about a bike pump, more than likely you're going to have people who ride bikes, who use pumps, read your review. So keep that in mind, that these are the people that you will be writing to as you write your review. Next thing, when you pick a product, or when I picked a product to write about, I picked something that I was familiar with and that was very simple to write about. The more familiar you are with it and the more simple it is, the easier it is to write in detail or description about that product. Next thing, before actually writing your review on the internet, it's important to sit down and write down certain criteria that you have about that product. How durable is it? What's the cost of it? What's the size of it? What's the weight? Does it come in different colors? Does it come in different sizes? Things like that. Now after you've made your criteria, take that criteria and make it your main points or your bulletins in the review that you're going to write. It's important to also bold those bulletins or those main points and put them in all capital letters. It just makes the review look more professional, and more than likely you'll probably get a very helpful if it looks like it's done by a professional, I guess you could say. Next thing, when you write under each bulletin or under each main point, put as much detail and description as possible. The more detail and description you have, the more likely you will get a very helpful rating on that product or on that review that you have written. Now the last thing to remember is that to always focus on the product itself. Give personal experience on the product, write detail about the product. The more you write about the product, the more likely you will get a very helpful. That's how I have received very helpful ratings on my reviews that I've written at epinions.